Alright adventurers, I'm here in the workshop again today. I'm just going to show you a bracket that I made for my GoPro Hero 10, and I'm going to make one for my Hero 9 with the Media Mod because the Media Mod has this really dumb design where they use the legs from the actual GoPro itself, pokes through the Media Mod, and when you want to change a battery or an SD card, you've got to pull your whole rig apart to get to the battery and get to the Media Mod. So this bracket that I actually got the design, I saw someone else on the web do it, so I've basically sort of copied it. I'll link that down below to that original video. But it's a really cool idea, and it'll allow anybody who uses this bracket to change a battery in the SD card in their GoPro with a Media Mod as quickly as you can open the door. So I'll show you the issue and then we'll get to fixing it. So here is the Media Mod as you buy it, and you can see the legs there. They come through the bottom of that case, and so when you want to get this door open, you open up the door, but you can't get the GoPro out until you undo all this and take the legs out. So I've got another bracket that I've made, as I said earlier, and we'll just grab that. This one here hooks up here onto this side cold shoe, goes down underneath, and allows for the camera to pop straight out the side like that without having to, and you can get to the battery there as you can see, without having to pull apart the rig. The rig just stays on there like that. Very quick, very simple, and didn't take long to make, and then you just clip it back together like that. Just a strip of aluminium and some bits and pieces that I had lying around, spare cold shoes and things like that. That's what we're going to make this bracket out of, and I actually added a cold shoe there because I'm using that one to put a microphone or anything on. But that's the bracket, and it works brilliantly. So let's get to making one. So what we've got here is a strip of aluminium, just got from the hardware store, some of the bits and pieces, cold shoes and GoPro mounts, and a tap to tap the aluminium to the same thread that is used on the accessories, which is a 1/4-20. That's all we need to make this bracket, and it shouldn't take too long, probably a half an hour, 40 minutes. So let's get to it. So all we've got to do here is just measure around about where we think, and I've just done a couple of measurements as you see there on the aluminium. We've got a measurement here and a measurement here and a measurement here, so that's where it's going to go around the bottom. So we'll cut it off here and we'll use these, and we'll try and bend this into a shape that goes around the bottom here. Bend this now, so we just put it in here, and I don't have a really good way of bending it, but so what I've been doing is just using this rubber hammer, and that seems to do a pretty good bend. Let's get that in there as square, and then I just sort of hit on the bottom in here with the rubber hammer, and it just bends it nicely. You can see there it's bent, and then we just do the next one, and then it just takes a little bit of adjustment because there's a couple of bends that we have to do to get it about right. And there we go, we've got the makings of the bracket. Let's go and see how it fits the GoPro. Alrighty, so now we've got to just see how this fits in there, and as you can see there, that's about right. So that's going to sit, is that the top? I've got to see which way, oh maybe that's the bottom there. So it's got to sit about there. So that's about where it's got to sit. That looks pretty good. So now I've just got to get the hole in the side here to put the cold tree that's going to mount it there. So we'll get that together now. All right, we'll just measure this. What is it? It's 20 mil. So we just got to go halfway. So we'll do 10 mil. And then so I've measured in where the bottom and the side is going to go. So I just want to scratch a line so I know where to drill the hole and center punch it. So just here somewhere. So that will be where the center punch marks go. We'll get the center punch those, and then we will be right to drill. We just drill down through here. This is just the right size to use the ¼ tap. All right, got a tap here, ¼ tap. I just need to find a crescent to use it with. Here we go, we've got a crescent, and I'm just going to tap these holes through. Just this is a taper tap, so just start nice and gentle and just work the tap through, going backwards and forwards, and it should tap a nice ¼ hole eventually. And we're through. There you go, 2 ¼ holes tapped. And we can stick in things like this cold tree mount, things like that. All right. Next stage. All right, we are now ready to assemble. I've got this, I just rounded off the edges there and there to make that a little neater, and now we just got to put it together. So it fits on the GoPro like that. I've made this one shorter, and I've put the cold shoe on the bottom because this one also is going to do my helmet. So I wanted it to be a little, not have this piece sticking up. All right, so let's put it together. Put the bottom on, and I'm using this. We can actually just screw this straight into here, but I'm actually going to use, that can just screw straight into there, but I'm actually going to use a GoPro finger mount because it's going to go on the helmet. So just got to get that to the right place, and then stick this on. Then this one goes on here, and you'll see why that one goes on there, all the way up to there. Then we screw this into here, this nut, this cold shoe. There you go, that's it there. So then how it works is that's the GoPro, and you just slide it on from here and tighten it up there, and you have a GoPro that you can just open the door from the side and slide it out without needing to take the mount off. And that's it. So now we will paint all this black. All right, so here's the bracket. It's all nice and black and painted, and we just have to put it together. So let's start with that. We will put the bottom on, so we just screw and then put on a lock nut to do that up. Let's put a nut on, and then you have the bracket completed, and then you just got to put the GoPro in, back off that thumb screw, and we just stick that in there like that. And as you can see, I'll put that extra one on there because the GoPro just sits on there perfectly on the bottom here. There's a little bit of rubber on top of that, and then from there you just need to, we'll put that aside, just put him there. We then have the tripod, and with this one I've opted to go with the tripod little 2-finger setup. That will allow this to work on the helmet, and then that just goes into there, and you can actually stick it the other way around, so this screw comes in from the side. If you didn't want to do that, you could actually screw the tripod straight into the aluminium if you didn't want to use these legs. Cold tube mount for anything like microphones. And this will also be the setup that I'll use on the bike helmet, and I'll show you that now. On the bike helmet, this is the reason I kept these legs on here, is so I could put it on my bike helmet. And normally you would use the legs on the bottom that are tucked in here, but with this it allows you to get to those batteries really easily. So if I just stick this on the bike helmet, get this screwed in. You can see that screw's not easy to get to, so that's one of the reasons we go this direction. That's how it would sit on the bike helmet, and saves you now getting pulling all this apart. You can just now pop off the door and pop out here, the GoPro out of there, and change your batteries, change your card, and pop it back in, all without moving the bracket. So there you go, that's GoPro bracket mod for not having to pull apart your rig when using the Media Mod and trying to get to your SD card and your battery. There you go, that is how to make a GoPro bracket that doesn't require you to undo your rig to get the SD card or batteries. These GoPros now have become just about like video cameras, and a lot of people are using them for general video, so this would be really good if you're on holidays or doing the helmet camera thing or anything like that, and didn't want to go to all the hassle while you are trying to do your thing of pulling apart your rig and losing parts and all those risks that you take. Well, hope you enjoyed. Until the next one, have a good one, and keep adventuring.